Good morning students. I hope you all will be fine at your homes. Today we are going to start with the next poem, I Sit and Look Out, written by Walt Whitman. As in the earlier poem we discussed about the poetry in which we found that the poet is trying to converse with the God, and in this poem we will try to find out how poet is trying to observe the society. As I have already discussed with you in a class that it is all about perception. How do we perceive the things? How do we think about the things? The scenario can be same for two different people, but their thinking for that scenario may be different. It is all about their observation. How do they observe the things? How do they take in the things and the scenarios? As the title suggests, I sit and look out. It just gives us the idea that the poet is trying to find out something, or poet is observing something by sitting at one place. As let's find out, it is written by Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman is an American writer, American poet who has written so many poets discussing the overviews of America. So let's start with the poem itself. It starts with the lines that I sit and look out upon all the sorrows of the world and upon all oppression and shame. In the very beginning, he is trying to depict a scenario in which there is a sorrow, the sadness, in which there is a oppression, gulami, where someone is dominating the other, someone is exploiting the other, as we discussed in the era of Victorian age, where the owners of the factories were exploiting their laborers by giving them minimum wages. So let me repeat the first line. I sit and look out upon all the sorrows of the world. The world is full of sorrows, and upon all oppression and shame. The shame that has been created or that has been experienced by the people and even created by the people. I hear secret convulsive sobs from young men. Young men, the people who are in their adolescence, who are very young, are not happy with their lives. They are crying over something. That something is at anguish with themselves. They are not happy with themselves only. They are angry with themselves. They are angry. They are shameful upon their deeds, upon the works what they are doing in their lives, remorseful after deeds done. They are having regrets inside themselves for their deeds. Deeds means the work which they are following in their lives. I see in low life the mother misused by her children. Now he comes upon the concept of mother, how mother has been maltreated by her children or by her own family members. Dying, neglected, gaunt and desperate. How mother has been neglected by her family members only. How she has been taken for granted. If you try to look in your own families, then you can better relate this line with yourselves only. How much importance do we give to our mothers for her task that she follows every day for her children, for her all the family members? Do we appreciate her task? Do we appreciate her day long and 365 days work? That you can better judge by yourselves only. I see the wife misused by her husband. Earlier he talked about the mother, now he is moving to the wife. The same concept is here. The work of wife is also taken for granted. I see the treacherous seducer of young women. How the women has been seduced by the men. I mark the ranklings of jealousy and unrequited love attempted to be hid. I see these sights on the earth. These are the old problems. These are the old mistreatments that the poet is observing in the society, and he is feeling sad and he is troubling himself by the things that have been happening in the world, in outside world. I see the workings of battle, pestilence, tyranny. I see martyrs and prisoners. Now he is thinking over the battles, over the wars. Take it any war, take it any domestic war, domestic violence, or any intercaste riots, or any world wars. How much bloodshed has been spread during these battles? How many lives have been taken during these wars? I observe a famine at sea. Now he is talking about famine. Famine is a situation where people are starving, where people don't have food to eat, or they don't have basic needs to fulfill. They are just dying because of the lack of food only. See, this is how the situations are bad that the poet is trying to observe or perceive. I observe the sailors casting lots who shall be killed to preserve the lives of the rest. This is such a massive situation where people are figuring out who shall be killed so that they can save the other people. They are choosing the people who should be killed to save the others, because there is not much resources that it can feed all the people, so we have to eliminate some of them to save the other lot of people. This is kind of situation which poet is trying to highlight in this poem. I observe the slights and degradations cast by arrogant persons upon laborers. How arrogant persons, how the owners of factories or lands are exploiting their laborers or their workers by not providing them much food or their wages. The poor and upon negroes and the like. All these, all the meanness and agony without, and all this kind of selfishness, all this kind of agony is without end. These are the situations which are never going to end. It will keep on going on for the whole time. I sitting look out upon, see, hear, and am silent. I am seeing all these things. I am hearing the crying of the people who are suffering from these problems, but I am silent. Why silent? Because he is unable to do anything. He has nothing to change the scenario of the world. This is all about the people, that each and every person has to take a stand for himself or themselves to make a change. That's why he is saying that I am seeing everything, I am hearing everything, but I am silent. It is out of my hands. The situation is so much turbulent that I can't change it. So, but still he is trying to change the situation by making the people aware of their problems. So this is the scenario that the the poet is trying to depict in front of us through his words. If we talk about the questions, what is the mood of the poet? Poet का mood कैसा है? He is trying to depict all the problematic things. So what kind of mood he can be in? The troubling mood. What is the poet observing? He is observing all such bad scenarios. Why are the sobs of the young man secret? What is the secret behind the crying of young men? Why they are angry with themselves only? That you have to put under this question. What is the cause of the famine at sea? Why there is lacking of food at sea? Or sea has been used as a metaphor for the world. So you have to mention the points in which you can justify that why there is a lack of food. What are arrogant persons doing to others? How the landowners or factory owners are exploiting their workers. Do you agree that this describes meanness and agony without end? Do you think that the selfishness of the people, the troubles of the people and the agony will never going to end? That you have to justify with your answer. You can take any side with, you can go with yes or no, but you have to justify your statement. You have to point out some arguments so that you can justify your accepting with the statement or denying with the statement. So that's all. I hope you have understood the idea, basic idea of the poem. But still, if you have any doubt, you can contact me anytime through WhatsApp only. Till then, study hard, take care, bye.